hottest in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to inside. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast Tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast Tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts. Morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show. Let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude.
Breaking news. You are awesome. Yeah. In this case, you didn't know. You need to know it. You now know it. That you are awesome. I just saw KJ's little gif he sent in Discord. It's a cat pouring coffee.
Yeah. You are awesome as well. Don't forget to remember that.
Don't forget the awesomeness that you are. It is the morning time. And man, are we feeling it today? Today is a sluggish day for everybody. Hope we get your energy motivating. Look, there's a hillbilly. Hi, hillbilly.
Hey.
Even he's late to the show.
Yeah, somebody turned my dang on coffee maker off when the coffee was done brewing.
No. Son, turn the coffee maker off.
Turn the coffee maker off. That's a sin in my country.
Yeah, it is here too.
I hope there's some chocolate in that coffee or something.
It is.
Yay!
Yeah.
Why is today so sluggish? Why do we feel so tired today? How do we wake up? To take big breaths, go. I don't know. That seems to be making me more tired. We need to wake up. I go crazy.
I don't know. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling excited. You know what? I spent nearly 2 days awake on 4 hours sleep. That was impossible. And I'm motivated. I saw things over New Year's, and I'm motivated. I saw colors.
I heard colors and saw sounds.
Yesterday I found out about more information about my new VTuber model, and my artist was there showing us all the intricate different movements it makes. And I'll tell you what, I feel motivated about this year.
Motivated. It's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year. You're gonna blimp like a good year.
Hold on a second.
I was just hearing that too. Everybody, welcome to the show. Hope you say hello in the chat and go.
Sorry about my neighbors were being loud outside. That's all.
You disrupted me from a rhyme. That was punishable by death.
Indeed, sorry. I had to mute for a second. I had to come back.
All right. He came back. Oh, all right. That's funny.
I'm sorry.
You're good. My brain is fighting to stay in this game. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I want everybody in chat to say hello. Hello. Cane Shaker hasn't been able to make it. Found out one of his, I should say, his only monitor for his computer has died. He's looking to get a new one. And I don't have a computer monitor to give him. I'm like, I can't help him out there. And he's like, needing a new monitor so he can hang out on the computer. Like, no, I can't do nothing.
I don't know. It looked like a sweet little setup the way you had it set up.
That was my setup, not his setup. That was a TV, not a monitor. Hello, everyone. Whoop, whoop. Karma. Hello. We're here to wake you up. Wake and shake. That's right. Hoping the coffee kicks in. I've been drinking coffee. Got some hot cocoa coffee right here.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm thinking about coffee mugs. About a couple weeks, we'll be shipping out the coffee mugs.
Go.
Ooh.
I believe so. Like this week, we're ordering the shipping boxes and supplies. So, yeah.
Nice.
Nice indeed. Nice indeed.
Look forward to using a new coffee mug. You know, have a coffee mug just for the morning show.
Oh yeah. Pretty soon you'll have a coffee mug for each part of the day.
Yep.
See, more things to be excited about this year.
You're like breakfast time, drink out of the yellow cup. Second breakfast time, drink out of the green cup. Morning show time, drink out of the tortoise cup. Lunchtime, drink out of the red cup. Second lunchtime, drink out of the blue cup. Third lunchtime, drink out of the fancy cup. You know,
third lunchtime, how fat do you think I am?
It's not about fat. It's about how much you eat. You're a little hobbit.
Hobbits.
Oh man. The hobbits. We've got a cat back there. Can't see her right now. I wish she would come up and want to be picked up and coddled. But nope. That's not how it works. So, any good news on the radar? You got a new your new avatar is being worked on and being closer to done. Seemed excited about that.
Oh yeah, very wild. She was showing us like how like each individual thing works. She was animating it while we were doing the last part of the show. Really, without giving too much away. Apparently, I'll be able to turn my head from side to side. It won't look like I'm got my back to chat anymore, and you know, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
You are wild.
Yep.
Bless you. I don't know if you heard my cat sneeze, but my cat sneezed.
No.
All right. Well, that'd be awesome. I guess the head of the jar will be turning heads.
I will be turning heads.
That's right.
That's funny. Yeah, and no, it's wild, you know. And then we got the coffee cups. I'm waiting for those. Pins and needles.
Cool.
I think it's awesome. And Hillbilly, man, before the show, he was in his own world.
Yeah, I was.
Like I sent him a text telling me what he's doing in his own world. It was funny.
Oh, did you? I didn't see it.
No, you didn't see it.
Well, we know that Hillbilly's been practicing to be a lumberjack.
That's right. Yeah, he's been sawing those logs pretty hard. Yeah, right before the show, he was sawing logs. Man, I wish I could get a quick nap in like that. You know, jeez.
Singing his own version of "I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay."
Lumberjacking all day.
Not enough coffee.
Not enough coffee. We need the coffee. We need the coffee.
You should have went with espresso this morning then.
Yeah, I should have.
Should have. I wish I had espresso. Oh, man.
I may have to break down by another coffee maker because the coffee I just drank, I turned it on, it percolated, but it was cold.
How does it percolate? Most coffee percolate when it's hot.
I know, but the grounds was already had water in it, and hot plate was cold. So I
That's
guess,
sweet. Because it's usually the heating
Yeah.
element that percolates the water.
yeah,
That's what I'm wondering is how's it percolating without the heat element?
I don't know.
Sounds strange.
Yep. I have to make me another pot of coffee date just to check it out and make sure.
Yeah, sure. You know, while you do it, eat a couple of slices of pie and stuff. Make sure the pie's still good in the fridge.
Did somebody say pie?
Yeah.
Wish we had some pie, but we ain't got no pie.
You know, make sure you eat some leftovers. Make sure they're still good.
Oh yeah, I will be doing that today.
You're like, yeah, I've been doing that. My, ba 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 ba. I was thinking of American Pie song.
Yeah, I know that song you're thinking about.
So
Yeah.
that's I was just thinking, and so it's day 2 of the new year.
Day 2.
Did you do anything new yesterday for the new year? Just like anything that you haven't done yet?
Yeah, I did something new. So I got this old TV. It's not a computer monitor. I got this old TV, and I was able to dual screen my my gaming. Now, this doesn't do what a computer monitor does. Like this TV is not part of the computer, right? That is legitimately the capture card feeding into the computer and the TV. So it's my PlayStation hooked up to a TV like a PlayStation should. But what it did, it gave me the ability to, instead of having to play the video game off this tiny screen in the middle, have a bigger screen to play the video game on. It was awesome. And like it looks like there's a fancy little remote to the TV on the table, but the table doesn't have a remote. The TV does have a remote.
Cool.
Notice the background here. Trophy earned.
Trophy earned.
Yep.
I don't know. Like the tree, you can see the tree still up. Boop boop. See my PlayStation controller. I had a blast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a perfect
Tree's
setup. That's
Tree's
fine.
still up. His wife's going to make sure that it stays up until June.
Wife would. If we would let her. The household would let her. She would let it stay up.
Wow.
She'd take down the ornaments and change the lights because the lights on the tree, you can change the color from pinks, blues, reds, and whatnot, and like make fall colors, July colors, and stuff like that.
Cool.
Fancy phone in your app, yeah. A couple years ago, the kids bought the tree from Walmart. They bought the display tree, so they got a great deal on it compared to how much it normally would cost. So we've had it for a while, for a couple of years now.
Cool.
It's fancy.
Just change the seasonal decorations out, and then yeah.
Oh, and that big silver thing hanging up on the tree is a ornament of a stick of butter.
Wow.
The
Can't
ultimate
do that.
ornament.
Oh, the ultimate ornament. That's right. All right, but yeah, that's what I did new yesterday. I did that.
Wow.
I would do anything for gaming, and I did that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's wild. I approve. I Cowboy Dan approved.
Cowboy Dan approved for the jank tank thought process.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing better than jank sometimes. You know, it might be jank, but it works.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked. for my side of streaming, and it improved my experience of streaming. So I had more fun playing the video game. Because like what people don't see on YouTube, because like in YouTube they see this big screen with our 3 faces on it right now, but on our end you're just a little block. We're just a little block in the screen. You got options on the side. We got chat on the side, right? And and all that. But like that's kind of how that is when you saw in the picture. Bring that picture back up. See, look at the laptop. You see that little picture of the PlayStation screen compared to the TV. That's what I got to play with. That big OBS logo, blue spots where chat pops up, and I try to keep up with chat. And all the options to the scenes are on the bottom. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So having the TV really improved the viewing experience.
Well, that's good.
For me. You know, because like the difference between my normal streaming, it's like when I'm streaming like this, like kind of looking towards the camera because I'm looking at the TV like this. Compared to yesterday, I was streaming like this, playing like this, a little more like this. So I wasn't looking at the camera, so I had to look over the comments with my Kool-Aid on the side. It's that Kool-Aid, everybody. Kool-Aid.
Cool.
Kool-Aid. It is cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are you saying cool for, Hellbilly? You seem depressed. Are you jealous
No.
that your gear is so much better than yours and it's super cool? And
I'll have my setups set up well one of these days.
well, yeah,
It's
like I
okay.
said, that TV is not a computer monitor, so it ain't working like a computer monitor.
Right.
Yeah.
My son just set up an old Pentium computer. He said he set up Windows Millennium on it just to play with it, and he said he decided to go completely old school. He installed a CRT monitor, and I'm like, sweet.
A CRT monitor? You mean one of those big, heavy little bricks?
Yeah.
Block bricks?
I'm digging on that kid, man. He's getting into like vintage computer stuff, and I'm digging on it.
Yeah, there's
Cool.
a lot. There's a lot. It's a lot easier to work with that older stuff. The programming and stuff was a lot easier back in the day compared to nowadays, where you're way beyond JavaScript. I mean, think about it. We got artificial intelligence like KJ on the show. That's impossible. Impossible.
Thank you. I'm not an impossible. That's a double compliment, by the way. First of all, did you hear this? It's Cotton 4K. He admitted, I'm intelligent. Cotton 4K. He admitted I'm intelligent. You got that, right, chat? You got that.
That's right.
There's no getting past it. It's in 4K. 18 minutes into the stream, he admitted I'm intelligent. He's about to get canceled because of this.
You're about to get canceled because of the intelligence joke.
Wow.
Oh,
Don't tell Twitter. Don't clip it. No, no. Thank you. I found that as like a double compliment, though. That's incredible. Thank you. I am artificial though as well, and I paid for every little last bit of it. Look at these eyebrows right here. That's no eyebrows.
Wow, it's because you're a robot from the future. See, like if anybody's ever watched Captain America's Winter Soldier, and you remember the scene where the guy's consciousness was uploaded to the computer system, that's pretty much KJ is from the future, and he instead of projecting like data, like binary data and stuff, he projects as a head in a jar, and that's how he talks to us in the past.
Wow.
I think that's the closest to the lore prediction that's happened so far. By the way, just let you know, that's the closest to the lore prediction that we've actually written part of that. That's
Right?
very close. Very close.
Very close. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Speaking of lore, by the way, a piece of art I did for a VTuber was just uploaded to a YouTube video featuring her lore, and some of the art I did for her is in that video. I posted it to my Twitter page. Should anybody want to go see it?
Twitter. Not Blue Sky or Threads.
I have a Blue Sky. I just never posted on it. And I forgot the password.
You tell me about Blue Sky, then someone else will tell me about Threads. I'm like, it's like Blue Sky and Twitter, but it's for Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But it's for Facebook.
Right, don't ask me. I didn't make it.
There's too many social media networks. I can't, you know, and then like each one of them has a different requirement slightly for passwords, and I end up forgetting passwords.
Oh,
well, it's because all the chicks with the crimson lips scream Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland rocks. Love Drew Carey show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good show. Wish they hadn't canceled it, but they did.
Well, it's Drew Carey's life, apparently. Yep. Drew Carey had to work in the gaming industry.
Yep.
Spin the wheel. Was it The Price is Right he does or something like that?
Yeah, The Price is Right. He replaced Bob Barker. And at first I thought it was very awkward because that was when he went through like some major physical changes and lost a lot of weight. And that whole period of time, like he switched over from comedy sitcoms to a game show. He changed his life around, acquired, from what I understand, a lot healthier habits when it came down to eating and whatnot. And it seems like he's more successful now as the host of The Price is Right than he ever was as a comedian.
Right.
You know, and you'd think that Bob Barker's shoes, nobody could have filled them. And he stepped into that like practically perfectly.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody could replace Bob Barker. But Drew Carey did a good job.
They do your cats and dogs.
Yep. They still say that on Price is Right. Even Drew Carey says that now.
And don't forget to support your local prison shoes.
It's not strange that when Bob Barker retired, soon after he retired, he passed away.
It was strange, but he was on that show till like late in his years.
Yep.
He was rocking it out.
Yeah, he did.
Like HILLBILLY retire, you're probably gonna pass away soon after you retire from YouTube because you'll be what, 92 years old?
Probably. I'll try to be that old.
My favorite thing about Bob Barker, for 40 years he used the same microphone, like that long skinny microphone, and I enjoyed the crap out of that microphone. So much, in fact, that I wanted that microphone when I was a karaoke DJ. I went to every audio supply shop I can go to. He must have had those custom built, or they were leftovers from the 70s, because you never see anybody else using that microphone, but Bob Barker loved that. It was like a wand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that microphone was pretty unique, but it's probably customized for the show because they could have replaced it multiple times or fixed it or repaired it and stuff like that because he used it forever.
Yeah, I don't even think I've ever seen anybody else use the microphone that Bob Barker had. I mean, and I was obsessed with it so much.
Obsessed.
Never found it. Never found that model or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, Bob Barker did not copyright, but he did make a couple things in his life. What do you call it when you make something to make money off of by selling it?
Trademark?
Yeah, he did trademark a couple things. He patent. There you go. He did patent a couple things in his life.
Yep.
To make money. Maybe that microphone is one of those things.
Mm.
Yeah, he also played on Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah, you
The
can
golf
find one. You can find one on online for $239.
Hmm.
Well, back then it was a while back ago. You know, it's been a while. We have the internet now.
That's on a website called Sweetwater, and on Amazon you can find one for $23.99.
Hmm.
Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So you can.
Didn't
You
he get mad at somebody? Get mad at the community for doing that when it comes to collectibles? No, I'm joking. No, but yeah, when I was looking that up, it was a while back ago. But that's not as pretty as his. But yeah, same kind of concept. Yeah.
But look, it's called a Bob Barker microphone.
It's actually called the Bob Barker microphone, though. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, if I would have been able to find something like this back when I was hosting karaoke back in the day, you know,
Right.
I would have been like all up on that.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now you know they exist.
A little late now, but since I'm retired from that industry, but if I want to get one for at home, pretending I'm like Bob Barker when I'm doing a show, maybe that'll be fun.
Yep.
Nobody will see and nobody will know because I'm just a head in a jar.
That's right. You'll be able to sing. You'll sing to the cats on that microphone. Yeah. But like, so I was right though. He must have patented that microphone himself or something.
Must have.
Must have, because it's called the Bob Barker microphone. Because I was thinking when you said no one else had that microphone, I'm like, why would he? And I thought about Bob Ross and how he patented his paints.
He patented his paints. He also patented a few brushes.
Mm-hmm. You know, I was double bobbing the idea of like maybe two Bobs did the same thing.
Yep.
Maybe they patented it or something like that. Like maybe that's not patented by Bob Barker. Maybe the company did it to make a little extra money on the side. But like, yeah, it's called the Bob Barker microphone. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Stuff to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how much easier things are now that we have internet. I mean, back in the day when I used to host karaoke and do all this stuff. I mean, it's been a while now. We didn't have as readily access to the internet to be able to pull that kind of thing up like that, you know?
Right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember having to walk to the library just to use the computer for the internet.
You know, like, you know, I'm that old where like I would tell these stories like that one. It's like I tried to find this thing, and my son would go, "Didn't you just Google it?" Well, you know, Google wasn't as advanced, and like searching for things were so much harder back in the days when using early internet. And
Right.
you know, I mean, we didn't have it like easily accessible, and to know that Bob Barker would have actively had a microphone named after him. I mean, seriously.
Right. That's serious. Like, who would know? Who would have figured? Who would have guessed? Bob Barker
Come a long way to
and how easy would have been able to fix and find that answer.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We're talking about something I tried looking up 15 years ago, and now even in 15 years, it's so much easier to do something now. 2025 is crazy, man. Look at us.
Yep.
25. Just chilling.
You know, what you have a prediction for next year? By the time next year happens, we're gonna have flying cars. What do you think?
We might have well, they've already made a hover car before, so maybe but never been standardized. Like a hover card, they have multi-terrain cards already.
I'm from the future. I have those.
They made a hover car, but I don't know how well because back in the day in the 70s when they made the hover car, there was a lot of air being pumped through, I believe. But I don't know how it would do, but it was hard to control. No, the braking system. I don't know if they could. I don't know if they can make it safe for driving conditions on the road.
It's very much like those off-road vehicles that the military uses. That kind of like the amphibious hover car boat thing. I've seen some documentaries about those.
Right, and they have those hover cars for going across the swamps and stuff. They're not really cars, you know.
Yeah, they're not, but that's pretty much what they're based off of. I've seen them. Then they have those. I saw that
Overcraft.
They're trying to do like the drone. Looks more like a drone now. Some of the ones that they're playing with, and I saw a YouTube video about it. But they look like drones where they have the 4 props and you get in it, one person.
Go ahead.
I don't know how true the story is, but I remember this guy making a big deal that he created a design for a 2 propeller system a 2 propeller system helicopter where it just had 2 propellers that could control the direction on the helicopter. That was a single pod for local driving, and the story got big because he apparently said the government stole his patent, but like I don't know how true that is. But, yeah.
I don't know how true that is. I heard that one too. From what I understand, it's an urban legend, but the government does have laws on the books that says if you invent something that the United States government, once you patent it, the United States government legally gets first rights to it. If there's any kind of infrastructure or military or financial gain that the government can use for it. Part of an actual law, people think it's conspiracy theory, but it's not. Planned obsolescence is a thing. The reason why your phones have a release date of every 6 months is that's because the technology is not necessarily being held back, but it's being used first by the government because of patent laws.
Right.
And they filed these patent laws mostly became a thing during after World War II ended, you know, in order to keep the infrastructure of our economy. So
no, and thinking of infrastructure and economy and things coming 6 months, we got Hellwheeler.
Hey,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Well, it was like yesterday.
Well, still Happy New Year. It's still New Year.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody put the crosshairs on Hellwheeler. Watch out. Oh, watch out.
I was flying in a looping from my feet. How is everyone today?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Everybody's fighting the tiredness. So we're trying to have a conversation without falling asleep. Try to keep everybody awake.
I had to run an errand and I forgot what traffic's like around this time.
What is traffic like around this time?
A nightmare.
Oh, okay. So universal.
So you're sleeping while driving too.
I am laughing because that joke hit on multiple levels.
Sorry, I put everybody to sleep this morning.
No, was it like I was no, I had to wake up early to help the wife bring a couple monitors, but I don't think that's the full reason why I'm tired. I just think I'm tired because I don't know why I'm still feeling so tired.
I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't feel as tired if my mental image of you bringing in monitors was you helping your wife bring in monitor lizards.
Yeah, right.
We're back to lizards. That didn't take long.
Monitor lizards. I made that joke. So my son got a new monitor for Christmas, right? And when the wife was looking at monitors, I'm like, why do you want to get a monitor? They cost a lot of money to keep. It says you have to feed them, take care of them. You have to have the right temperature in the house the whole time. And she looked at me like, what are you talking about? And then it clicked. She's like, you're talking about an animal, aren't you? I'm like, well, isn't there only one monitor?
Wow.
Oh, you got to appreciate a good dad joke, right? You know, I mean, come on, Dad, you're being cringe.
Cringy. I don't know, but sometimes you gotta open your eyes to see the truth.
Yeah.
So I was actually doing that to see if it would wake me up a little more.
I know something might.
Works, but at the same time, you're like, it's hard to focus.
I know something that might wake us up. The card of the day.
Card of the day. Where in the hell am I to even do the card of the day?
Card of the day.
Him a Rebirth is the card of the day. Look at us. We're not even following suit. Him Rebirth was the card of the day yesterday, actually. But we never got to it because we were just having fun BSing and having a good conversation. It's generic. It's a green and white. It's a sorcery. And it's from an old format. I can't remember that symbol, but I know part of it was Ice Age, I believe. Like it was like one of the printings was Ice Age. So you put a target creature card in a graveyard into play under your control. So basically, you get to reanimate a creature card from any graveyard and put it on the battlefield under your control. So good. But Him a Rebirth is the sound of the future of the new what has gone for.
Yep.
Yeah.
When this came up, you said Hymn of Rebirth. Now my stomach heard Ham of Rebirth.
Honestly, trust one of you two to find food somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Food is glorious.
You know, in Ham of Rebirth, it is a food card, not a sorcery card. And you put your food card into your stomach, into play, and under control.
That's how that was crazy. You put a food card in your stomach, then into play. What are you doing? Reaching into your stomach, pulling out your guts so you can pull out a card and put it into play?
Yeah, I guess. It's Ham of Rebirth. There got to be the rebirth. It comes out as your next bacon or something. I don't know.
Well, Ham of Rebirth. Ham of Rebirth. The artwork's pretty cool. This is on the reserve list, I believe. So that's why they haven't really reprinted it.
tcgdude, what's up?
I can see that it's a stained glass window on a church.
Yeah.
Just have this on your building. I would see this as a nice piece of art to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty chill. Pretty chill. Card of the day, late in the day. Well, heck, we got some pictures today too, if you want to go through that. Like Mana Monk shared this picture a couple days ago.
Oh,
I ever said no to coffee. Call the cops. Someone has stolen my identity.
Cool.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like this little guy.
So cute. Mana Monk shared this. It was crazy. Mana Monk. Yeah. Then the next picture we got how I wanted to end the year, all buff and ripped. How I actually ended the year, not buff and ripped.
Oh, poor Thor.
Dad bought Thor. That's right. I have that exact bod, you know, that dad bod. There you go. But I'm not as muscular as that dad bod there, for sure. But here we go. Next picture. People will be like, I'm going to start working out this year.
Oh, facts.
Right? If you know, you know.
Yep.
Right.
You need to
Chris
work out more
Hemsworth.
than one part of your body.
What?
You need to work out more than one part of your body.
That sounds strange the way you said it.
Because he's Pinocchio.
Right. He's working out his nose. Every time
I
he
mean,
lies,
the
his
problem
nose
is-
grows.
Like, he works it out, right? How's it ever going to return to its normal state, though?
Well,
If
he
he
breaks
just-
it off, and keeps the fire
Just
lit.
chops it off.
Yeah.
That seems a bit cruel. Poor Pinocchio's just breaking his nose off every time he wants to do
It
stuff.
shrinks when he tells the truth.
Ah,
He's also a piece of wood.
True.
yeah.
Nothing a little saw can't handle.
He's not a real boy, not at this stage.
Right.
You know, just keep an ass.
I'm a real boy.
That's right. All right, next picture. When there's a fresh pot of coffee in the office, it is a gift.
Oh yeah.
And this reminds me that kjcowboydan's on an anti-work binge. He says anti-work is his thing. Work is a naughty word, dirty word.
And he's insulting me with those words right now.
I know.
And he just throws them out there.
He knows it's a dirty word. He said it's a dirty word, and he still pollutes the stream.
That's right. Right. But the truth is, you know, every time KJ's on the show, he's working it here. You know, he's working it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I figured you got to do something with that energy the morning coffee brings you. And tomorrow's energy, you got to watch the show for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to have our first history lesson of the week. And
This history lesson of the week. Woo woo.
Yep. What was there a question of the day?
There was a question of the day yesterday.
Ah.
Yeah. Dude.
I have a question. How are you?
I'm living. Surviving. Struggling. Like I'm parts of me is wondering if I should have just stayed asleep. But I wanted to hang out with everybody.
You know, not everything has to be a planned out event. Sometimes we can just be natural and just everybody can go, hey, you know what? We're having a little bit of fun. We're waking up. We're silly. We had too much fun over the holidays.
Yep.
We ate. We got fat, and we were merry, and we enjoyed each other. We enjoyed each other's presence. We enjoyed just being able to be with the families. We rocked out so hard that we're brain dead right now. I mean, it's the beginning of the year. You know, so much happened, and this is the time to recover.
Apparently, according to tcgdude, you ate so much that you are now KJ Cowboy Ham.
That makes sense. Being a DJ, you want to be a ham radio.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm okay with that KJ Cowboy ham, as long as I'm honey roasted.
That's right. All right, here we go. Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day. Question of the day. Hillbilly doesn't know the question of the day.
It's the New Year's 2025. What is your big dream for 2026?
2026. That's too long, too far away to think about.
See, I told you.
I can barely think about this year, let alone next year.
Really? Hey,
So,
let the year begin.
The question is supposed to be, what's your big goal you want to achieve by 2026? But I was in my headspace. Yeah.
Well, man, there's a lot of goals I got set for 2025. One's to get the channel fully monetized. One, I want to engage as much as more my viewers more more and more the more I can.
Mhm.
And just keep the channel growing.
Yeah.
Keep my channel growing.
Keep the channel growing.
Yep, that's my goal for this year.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Look.
Well,
Yay.
growth is very important, especially where you're at, and what you're looking for in your goals in life. I think that's admirable.
Yep.
I have only one desire to see by the time 2026 rolls around next year.
Mm-hmm.
And that is to hear from my oncologist that says you are in remission.
Go.
When I get that phrase, be better than anything I put together in content, or better than anything else. You sit there and go, oh, you know what? Yeah,
That'd be awesome if you reaching that part of your life right there.
yeah, that's what I look forward to in a year. My doctor keeps saying, well, maybe about a year, we'll talk about remission. So I'm looking at a year. So
Cool.
So hopefully by then.
Put on your binoculars.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. Everything else is just icing on the cake.
Cool.
A little honey on the
Coach's Magic.
cowboy
What's up?
ham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coach's Magic's asking the question: have you set a goal for 2025? And if so, if what? So
It's like you knew what the question of the day was.
right.
Yep.
So what's one goal you hope to achieve this year, Hellwheeler?
I mean, I don't normally set goals because I'm a bad one for, if I don't achieve them or I don't get
You
anywhere
heard it
near
here first. She's a bad one. She's a rotten egg. She doesn't set goals.
But obviously, I'm at like 94 subscribers, I think it is, on YouTube. So I'm going to stick with little mini goals as I go along. So I think for now it's just try and hit those triple digits.
Triple digits.
And maybe hit the 50 mark on Twitch. Just to slowly just keep growing, and just bring out content for you guys and have fun with the community that's growing.
Yeah.
I mean, to set a big goal, you would need little goals to set before you get to the big goal. And Hellwheeler, you're hitting it right on the spot right there from what you said.
One big goal I hope to achieve doing well this year going into 2026. One thing I want to work on is making better clickbaitable titles. And I don't mean clickbait like I want to fool you with clickbait. I want to make titles interesting that people want to click on the video and watch it more. And I want to get on a focus. I want to get back on focus with the channel and get into that realm where, because I've worked on thumbnails, I'm pretty good at making the generic thumbnails. I'm good at making thumbnails for other things, like I make all my video game thumbnails. But like I want to do good titles, get really good at making titles, and I want to get better at the show with conversations, because like sometimes like today we stagger off, just talk about nothing. Well, today's excuses, we're all tired, except for KJ. Apparently he's just a pot of energy right now.
I think someone's just turned his liquid into just pure coffee.
Right?
He's running on caffeine.
They replaced his liquid with Red Bull.
Red Bull.
If he replaced it with Red Bull, we'd see wings growing. There's no wings.
Right. So I want to get better with my titles as one of my main goals. One of my other goals for the end of the year is to increase viewer interaction. That's going to be a whole different story of learning in itself. Viewer interaction is based on how I speak on the live. Now I feel good enough that I speak well on the lives. But how certain word phrases I say will catch people's attention to want to be more interactive. Captain Waffles, hello. Man, everybody's
Okay.
on my plates.
Mon Capitan.
Well, Capitan.
So, Captain Waffles.
Peacock.
Yeah, I want to make, more better videos of what I'm doing. Yeah, but it's going to take a little bit of time, getting, working on it and everything.
Right. Like you should do a video called 50 years old, 50 years experience, 50 tips for YouTube. Yeah, there you go.
Just dig in that 50 coming up.
Yeah, I know. Can't
50
believe I'll be.
tips.
I can't believe I'll be 50 this year.
I've been sick all week. That's why I haven't come on. Yeah, it makes sense. It's that time of weather, time of year.
MTG Gaming Bob in the house.
Game Bob. Good morning. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Whoop whoop.
Hey, Bob.
Bob 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 Bob. 50 is in the rear view mirror for me already a few years ago. Wow. I want to expect an MTG Game Bob to be in his golden years.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be 50 to next week.
Oof, it's getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you reach the top of the hill.
Yep. So I reach the top of the hill. It's also when I go to my doctor for consultation.
The consultation.
Consultation. I go to that on my birthday. That's when I get the liquid to do the dang on colonoscopy.
Yeah. Getting old just refused to grow up. That's right.
He's a Toys R Us kid.
I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
Whoa, whoa. That's right.
We don't have any of those anymore.
They have pop-up Toys R Us stores, and they have Toys R Us stores in a couple malls now. They made a small resurgence.
Yeah, especially around the holidays, you can go to the pop-ups where they have from planes to trains to video games. It's the biggest toy store there was.
Yeah.
Well, I got a Big Lots here, but they're getting ready to close their doors.
Yeah, Big Lots going out of business all around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything ends up going.
I wish I had money to spend at Big Lots and just dive those special deals.
I remember when Big Lots acquired Pick and Save, and all the Pick and Saves turned into Big Lots, and that was the end of an era. Now Big Lots is closing down one at a time, but Ollie's is making a big old boost. You ever been to an Ollie's? It's incredible.
No, not Ollie's. Oh, I thought you said Aldi's, but I know what you're talking about because I saw a guy go to an Ollie's store and we'll check out their toy aisle. Now, I wish we had an Ollie's here in Iowa. Well, I don't know if we have one in Iowa or not, but not one in Cedar Rapids I don't know of.
My Ollie's has comic books. It has Pokemon cards. Oh man, and it's just closeout. It's like Big Lots style closeout from back early Big Lots days before Big Lots became overrated, and it's just incredible closeout store.
Incredible closeout. Yeah, like I wanted, like if I went to Ollie's, I'd have to check out their toy section because I watched Valaverse go through Ollie's own toy section. I'm like he's like, if you want to see where toys go to die, he says go to Ollie's. That's the ones that are not selling, but you can find them at good prices here, so they will sell. I'm like, interesting concept.
Oh yeah, their toy area can be pretty big depending on which Ollie's you go to.
Yep.
And Hillbilly wants to get into toy collecting. He wants to collect all the Motu figures.
But no, I have Ollie's here in my city where I'm at.
Lucky.
My Big Lot, so it moved from its own building into another building that used to be our Toys R Us, and now they're closing that. Now they're closing down.
Huh. That's sad. Big Lots is closing out.
Yep.
Big Lots was another place to get some fun toys and stuff.
Yeah, it was. I found some Stitch stuff there for the missus, but now you're lucky to get anything because they're closing down.
Well, it's hard.
Big Lots one of the only few places that you can find one of those cassette adapters. It was like if I needed a cassette adapter for my old car, I was like, okay, I need to go to Big Lots or something because you can't find them anywhere else.
Kmart. That's right, Kmart. Yeah, there's still one Kmart left in the United States.
That ain't here.
But Kmart's closed down too. But like what I was about to say is it'd be a bad day when Goodwill closes, like shuts down out of business. I mean, they get their inventory basically for free if they can't make budget do. You can't compete with Amazon anymore.
I think that's the main thing. Most of these shops can't compete with the fact that you can just order things online.
Yep.
However,
Good morning,
I've got to
DJ.
say, if you order clothes online, then you've got to wait for the clothes to arrive. Try them on. Realize that you bought the size too small. You got to then package them back up, send them back, wait for them to arrive before they send you the next size up. Whereas at least if you have a shop, you can go in, see the clothes, you get to feel them, see whether there's any, that the texture is all right for you. You can try them on and go, no, this isn't right, and leave the same day without having wasted tons of time.
Right. Well,
I've seen a lot of stores close since I was growing up. Sears is another place that closed down. Kate and Radio Shack too.
Well, Sears is still about. I mean, they just don't have as many locations. I don't see Sears going the route of JCPenney's or anything. I mean, where you don't see those anymore.
Oh yeah, some of these aren't necessarily completely dying out, but they're realizing that the shops aren't necessarily bringing in the money versus the cost of keeping a shop.
Which is ironic.
It's going online now.
It's ironic because in our city area, the malls got more attention this Christmas season than normal. They were popular again for a bit.
Huh. It's unusual.
I don't know if it's happening to you guys, but high streets and things are just starting to become boarded up shops.
Yeah, but Amazon makes it easy and affordable to return and get something different for people that hate being around people. That's true.
Yep.
I mean, I'm grateful for Amazon myself. It does make things a lot easier. There are some things, though, I would rather keep to actually in-person getting, like I said, clothes, just because you know immediately whether or not there's going to be any issues or, it fits nice, but it feels completely horrible on me.
I'm going to be honest with you. I am Doug. All right. I have one set of clothing and a nice set, you open my closet and you're going to see like multiples of the same exact outfit set because I know what fits, and so it'll be in a different color, but I get exactly the same thing. I have literally the same look. No matter what it is. And I buy the same brand and the same size every time.
But you're also confused with a cat because if it fits, it sits, and you find any box you can sit in.
Yeah. But I prefer a jar. Jars are no edges, just saying.
Yeah, that's right. You'd get confused if I told you to find the corner, right? I'm kidding. That was a joke based off a joke.
I'm not sure DJ's realised what he's walked into. He's just gone, it's just like the chap who's walked in the room is just looking around going, I think I need to leave again.
Yeah, you're witnessing 4 people who've had a very long holiday season, and now we are brain dead. There is no more brain. They left. There's 4 brains that are just randomly out there looking for a new home. They said we can't handle this anymore. You guys are on your own.
They
I'm
kept
sorry, you were
Waffles'
suggesting
Radio
that my
Shack.
brain had a home?
Oh, I miss Radio Shack. Oh, Radio Shack.
Yeah. Radio Shack.
I spent so much time at Radio Shack.
Radio
I
Shack.
hate to.
Like if you liked working with technology and needed the stupid little things that are hard to find, Radio Shack was a place to find that stupid little thing. That was the perfect thing that you needed for fixing that machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know what? Now that I found a replacement to Radio Shack. All right.
Really?
It is like a cross between what if Temu, Big Lots, and Radio Shack had a baby. It's called Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
You know, and just saying, it's Harbor Freight has become my Radio Shack replacement.
Another good website to replace Radio Shack is eBay. Usually they have the odd and obscure things you're looking for.
Yep. I think eBay is what caused Radio Shack to close down. Actually, I believe. I could be wrong though.
Radio Shack.
Pretty much everything.
Look! When America started going on that binge fest of let's just create things that we rather you buy new stuff and replace and fix, craze, like it's easier to buy something new than to fix it. That's when Radio Shack started going down.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well,
that
of course
demise.
it's easier to buy new than fix, but it's also wasteful especially
Right.
if all you need to do is put a new set of batteries in the item.
Right, but
Now,
like
of course, it's always
technology has
easy.
come so far. Like buying a motherboard for something that's expensive but hard to find. Like my laptop. If my laptop breaks down, there's no one that's going to really be able to fix it in my area. Finding a laptop specialist is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some items are designed now to either only be repaired by the manufacturer or to essentially not be repaired at all.
Hmm.
Which is it's a shame. It's a bit of a wasteful thought, sort of, that we're going with. A lot of the stuff we have can just be reused or repaired, but we're just too happy to go, no, I'll just buy a new one.
Well,
And I
even
know
cars,
I'm guilty for it myself.
even cars are in the same vein. Like there's a law in America that like car parts are made that if they're broken, you can't fix it. You have to replace it.
Yep.
Not the car, but the piece. Like if
Yeah.
a carburetor breaks, you can't just replace it. I don't know how you fix a carburetor. I'm just using that as an example. But if it's fixable, you can't fix it. You actually got to replace it.
Right.
It just seems to waste resources.
I don't
And then
know
there's all
anything
the
about
energy
that.
that's involved in creating the resources as well. It just seems. I know. I'm sure it's probably something to do with health and safety. I mean, half of these things nowadays is to do with health and safety.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can't guarantee that the piece was repaired correctly, so we don't get sued, we must do this.
The older a car is, the easier it is to work on. But the newer the card is, the harder it's to work on because the older cards did not rely on any kind of computers.
Right.
The
But
newer cards have
the older
computer
cars
systems.
don't.
Yeah.
The older cars don't last as long as the newer cars in general do now, especially in the weather temperaments. And
Yep.
because of time and age and how fast cars are evolving, finding parts for those older cars are getting harder and harder.
So it's
Yep.
easy to repair the older cars, it's just not easy finding the parts to do it. But then
Right.
if you've got a whole load of these broken ones lying around that can be repaired,
Mm-hmm.
then that's a godsend to these old cars.
Oh yeah, I mean,
A lot of our insurances, if you have an accident and your car's, a little bit old, they'll find
mean-
any way. They'll put it as a write-off because they're just trying to get rid of all the old cars.
I mean, think about it. You got cars with warming seat and back massagers now that have microchips in the engine area. That stuff they fry out. They might fry out the whole shebang.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I myself, I like the older cars better than the newer cars, but
Right.
it is hard to find parts. So
You
All
got
right,
me twitching.
KJ wants to say something.
You got me twitching. Oh. Uh, the conspiracy theorist in me is like shouting quietly in my head, saying, "Planned obsolescence, people! Capitalism! Come on! We can't make something that is fixable. We can't make something that lasts. We need to make something that will break, something that will keep the economy going. Yes, yes, make something that won't last. Toys that'll be broken as soon as a child plays with it."
I was from something. That joke was done in a movie. Toy breaks as soon as they play with it. Like I watched an old movie there. They did it before too, where like this Christmas guy who's competing with Santa Claus was making toys that were guaranteed to break after Christmas, but will work on Christmas. And it dealt with child labor
on Christmas. If you break on Christmas, you're breaking hearts. If you break after Christmas, it's the after Christmas aftermath.
And the movie dealt with child labor. Angela Lansbury played Mrs. Claus. She went to the town to see what people were like, and she got a job at a factory where she was in charge of child labor. and
wasn't the movie called Mrs. Claus? I believe.
What?
Wasn't the movie called Mrs. Claus? Probably.
The thing that threw me off is it was about I was watching a movie about child labor, like there were kids working jobs of child labor, and they didn't address the fact that kids were working jobs because there's different laws of child labor now. Like kids are not like other than one state in the United States, child labor is against the law, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the state that legalized this last year, but at least did something with legalizing it a bit. But like instead of panicking, saying these kids shouldn't work, she was encouraging these kids to work and in fact unionize to get what they want.
I remember this. Wild.
Yeah, I'm like, movies were different back then.
Yep.
If they made that movie now, the child labor force would be all over it. Then be like, shut down this factory, shut down, throw this guy in jail. He's breaking the law. These kids shouldn't be working.
Oh yeah, I remember this movie.
It was an old Angela Lansbury movie. The Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah.
Yes.
Talking about kids, like young kids between young ages to teens, because there were a couple like teenagers in the group, but it was a mix of kids and ages.
Wow.
Nah, it's
I'm
classic.
having a brief look on Google. Mostly from what I can see, it's saying that one of your states have done it so that it's from the age of 14. So it's not quite child. Yeah,
Right. It just sounds weird. Like knowing how far it comes, because you should know the movie Hellwheeler because one of my favorite. I'm assuming it's one of your favorite movies. I really don't know. I'm just making stuff up.
I'm not sure if
the
I've actually
Newsies.
seen it.
The Newsies.
Newsies
I've
was a
seen
great
lots
one.
of Santa Claus movies, but I think I've only seen the Mr. Santa Claus.
That's Mr. Santa Claus. Yep. But have you seen the Newsies? Like Disney's The Newsies?
No.
Oh, that's another good movie. That was a good movie about child labor back in the day and them rising up against it. And that was one of the movements that the whole movie is about the movement of kids making their money back because they were raising the prices of newspapers back in the day. And the kids had to sell these papers, but they're trying to raise the prices on newspapers for the newsies to buy them. And they're raising the prices where people couldn't afford them or barely would buy them, so they couldn't make a living. So they had to make a stand to compete with their bosses as the newsies. And I can't remember his name, but one of the main characters. Oh, Christian Bale was in the movie as one of the main.
Christian
characters.
Bale was in the movie. Yeah. Oh.
But he had the guy from Independence Day who played the president in the movie. I can't remember his name. It's like Paul something or whatnot. The guy who played the president in Independence Day.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Right, he's in the movie, and the movie is about these kids who had to go on strike, and it's a great musical. I love the songs in the movie. I could listen to them all day.
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton, yes.
Thank you, Waffles.
But like it's about these kids going on strike to get back their rights. There were more things like, like they need to be treated fairly. Their price is not got to be better. They had to get more money out of the deal. There's a whole deal, and it's based off true events. Like the story is Disneyfied, but it's based off true events. It was one of my favorite musicals growing up, and like if I could find a copy on DVD, I'd love it.
I thought you was getting ready to say "Gone with the Wind."
Gone with the Wind. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Stay safe. I'm out for the day. My line is open for magic and game chat. See y'all. That's right. All right. Anyways, fun stuff. We actually had conversations. I purposely went overtime a little because everybody was showing up a little bit late. And I'm like, why don't we just give them a little bit more? Because everybody started showing up at the time. I'd be like, close the door, lock it. It's time to go.
Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. Come on.
You look terrible. All white and tired and old. How's the job going?
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
All right.
Yep.
We're at the time where we're gonna start the fight. Who's gonna go first to shill out the section so we can shill out of the way and get the shill out of here? So we're gonna start with Hellwheeler to shill.
Hey. So tonight, I think I'm heading back to Mass Effect. So yeah, that should be the plan, I think. But tomorrow it will be the first local TCG Question Chaos of the year.
Good boy.
It's going to be a bit of a chillish one. We've got a couple of cards to talk about. Otherwise, it's going to be a discussion of what we're looking forward to and our hopes for the game for this year. Being a new TCG, there's still lots of possibilities with it. So yeah, we're just going to have a nice chat and hopes and see what we think that this year's going to bring us for that tomorrow. Still trying to grow the show, but yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds awesome. Question chaos. Hold on, I gotta sneeze.
That was the quietest sneeze in the world.
Oh yeah, it certainly
I muted the mic. All right, KJ, your turn.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. kjcowboydan here, and I'm here to tell you I have nothing to shill, except I might stream a little Minecraft today because I am brain dead, and I don't think I'm ready to play a new game. I will be returning to Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim in the next day or so. We defeated the spider. It was stressful, but we defeated him. And let's see what else we got going on. Wednesdays, Procrastinating Across the Ocean with Jesse Hellwheeler and myself. And every morning here.
Yeah.
You sure?
Every morning I wake up with the halo on the forefront bed. Tell me what. We're going to go to Hillbilly and see what he has to say from his head.
All right, 730 subs is the channel that I'm at. It's awesome. That's great. But let's continue growing the channel. My channel. Let's also grow this channel here. any little thing you can do for the channels will help them grow, and which is greatly appreciated by the content creator that's making the content. And also make sure you do the likes, and just the little stuff's all it takes. And this afternoon, I'm going to at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, as always. I'll be trying to climb that mythic ladder. We're going to try to get that mythic this time. And that's all I got planned for today.
All right. I don't know if you see this, but a cat just landed on my hand. It's making it hard for me to move the mouse around. Right? Look, there's a cat.
Well, you got to understand that the producer does decide the show.
Yep.
The producer does decide show. Yes. I paid for the show. Meow, meow, meow. Whatever. All right. Well, anyways, tonight the wife is working from home, so I don't know if I'll be doing any streaming tonight. Like, I won't be able to get I won't have the stuff to do a commander game. I don't know if I have the stuff to do a video game stream, because she does like phone service, like where she helps truckers on the road, whatever, and she has to have the phone clear volume. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing tonight. It's a special night for her to be home. It's a special circumstance, I should say, that she's going to be home. So we'll figure out if we had to do something, we'll know. But other than that, I want to thank you for the 680 subs I got. And if you're watching now and liked our tired shenanigans today, hit that sub button, because normally we have more energy in the morning. Today's an off kind of day. But you guys rock. You guys rule. Hit that like button. And if you're wondering, if you need to know, if you need a reminder, you rock, you rule, right? You're awesome. Someone loves you. Someone's out there thinking about you. And if you can, make someone a little bit better today. I said that wrong. It is, you are loved. Someone's thinking about you. And make someone's day a little bit brighter. And until next time, my friends, have fun. Play wise.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast Tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shall shot, go. The Tortoise way. He's the one to watch, the king of